What's up, everybody? It is time for an after convention review. Before I get started, I want to give a special shout out, thank you to my Muddy Cult patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you want to become a Muddy Cult patron, you can hit that link in the description below. I do early access, special little perks such as live stream and voting and request, etc, etc. Also, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button below, turn that red to gray, and you can see when I post on this lovely channel, because sometimes I slip in a little extra some on this channel, and you'll never know unless you subscribe. So, today I will be continuing the much anticipated, very much delayed continuation of me reviewing Screamfest 2019 movies that I have seen, and I'm going to try to be a little bit more consistent with these and also do more after theater reviews because I've seen quite a bit of stuff. I am going in order of when I saw them, so this is from the second night of Screamfest, and there were two movies that were being shown, but I'm going to be giving them their own separate little video. This was the first movie they showed, called Trick. I think there was a short also attached to this as well, or showed before this movie, called Allergic Overreaction. Maybe I'll do like a special like shorts video and just talk about some of the shorts and split them up. So don't you worry, I will cover all the stuff that I've seen and maybe some of the stuff I didn't see. But for now I'm going to talk to you about Trick. So let me tell you what the movie is about. On Halloween night in 2015, Patrick Trick Weaver massacred his classmates at a costume party. After being arrested, he managed to escape police custody, but not before being shot 5 times by Detective Mike Denver, played by Omar Epps. Everyone believes Trick must be dead, but when a mass killer reappears the following Halloween and every Halloween after, they realize the nightmare is not over. With Trick wreaking havoc and killing innocent people in increasingly terrifying ways, Denver will stop at nothing to finish what he started and bring the carnage to an end. This wasn't some small-time little feature. It does have some prominent people that are in it, such as Omar Epps, Jamie Kennedy, and Tom Atkins. Apparently he is in one of the Halloween movies. I think I've seen him in other stuff. I don't think I've seen him in the Halloween movie that they mentioned in the trivia of IMDb. As I have only seen the first Halloween movie and like the 2018 one, or the newer one that they're now doing a trilogy for. So there you go. I'm a terrible horror movie fan. I really don't care. I thought that was interesting. I didn't know where it was going. So I guess it's like part horror, part mystery. I think these things go hand in hand. So we're just trying to figure out, how is Trick doing this every year? Why is he doing it? Is he just superhuman? Like, are they gonna catch him? Etc, etc. I personally enjoyed this movie. I thought it was very entertaining. According to IMDb, it has a very low rating. It has like a 4.9 out of 10, and I apparently like it more than a lot of people. I didn't get really scroll through the comments of what other people had to say, but I really enjoyed it. Sure, the pacing is kind of and the reveal, I don't know, it reminds me of another horror movie that I can't say because I don't really want to spoil the movie, but I thought it was entertaining for the most part, and it was kind of cool to see. Oh, I can't really say this either because it's going to kind of, the comment I was going to say is going to spoil a little bit of the end of this movie, but I thought it was a very entertaining movie, and I was just curious, it was just interesting to see how smart and clever Trick was with all these different kills, and that he just didn't hold back, and he just went for it, like a lot of killers, especially like from the little I've seen of like Michael Myers and like Jason and stuff. It's just like no thought, just do. and that's the type of killer he is. And he, of course, he had a mask, and that's why a lot of people could really describe what he looked like. Even Omar Epps, when he was interrogating him and stuff, he wanted the paint to come off, but it just never happened. And I enjoyed most of the characters. There were some characters that I'm just like, I don't get you, or you're very unlikable, but I mean, you're not that, like, you don't take away from the movie. Like, I understand that that's the role that you're doing. Kind of like the arrogant jock character type person, like, oh, I'm the hero, but really didn't do anything. Kind of, I don't know. I'm still trying to fathom why people dislike it so much. I mean, I guess, like I said, I could just, look at the comments a little bit more. Like I said, I admit that this isn't, like, a fully original idea. Like, this has been done before, but it does add a sprinkle of new elements into it. I enjoyed how it ended. Like, I can totally see this having, like, a sequel, hopefully. I'm not saying that this deserves, like, a franchise, like a Friday the 13th or a Halloween or anything like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got a sequel, because I did enjoy it. I'm glad that I rewatched it again. I had fun trying to, like, dig in my memory to, like, remember what happened, like, where things were going. There were some things that I remember. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this happened to this character. Oh yeah, she didn't make it, or he didn't make it, or, oh yeah, I remember this cornfield scene. That was pretty cool. I remember that somewhat concluded, and like this, and I remember the ending and stuff. It was, I thought, just in short, it was entertaining. It's not the best of the best, but it's definitely not worst of the worst. To add a little extra to this review that doesn't pertain, I mean, it's about the movie, but not really about the movie. So, I think I mentioned this in my Screamfest haul video, that they gave out little trick bags. I think they're like red, and they had little candies and stuff at the door when you come in, which I thought was some pretty sweet marketing. But I don't think I mentioned this little amusing story that went with it. I think I was rushing to get to this movie. I don't know why I was like running a little late or whatever. And it was pretty packed. And well, not packed. It wasn't really packed. There was still space. I think I rewatched my vlog, my LA vlog, and apparently the movie after it was packed. But anyway, I was waiting in the wings, to find a good time to cross over and grab a seat somewhere, and there was this group of people. So I stood there with them, and then I saw them run across, and I just followed them. I ran across as well, and we were directed to sit in this section of seats that had papers and stuff on the heads of the chairs. And I mean, if you know what that means, I mean, if you don't, I can explain it. So this is the first time I've ever been to like a major film festival. I've been to the small one here in Galveston, which I have yet to talk about, but will. Don't you worry. But these were reserved seats for the actors and their family and friends, entourage, whatever. We were seated in that area, and I kind of freaked out, like, I don't know anybody. I am just a regular person. Why am I sitting here? So I looked to see whose name I was on. It was Omar Epps. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here. They sat me here, so I'm going to sit here. And the people that I ran across with, since I was sitting right next to them, the girl, every now and then, you know how black people do in horror movies, will comment on what's happening in the movie. If I can find that clip from Sister Sister, not Sister Sister, but Sister Sister, should have been called Sister Sister, but of them talking about this horror movie, and they're like, that ain't your mama dead, run fool run. We did that. We really did that. But we weren't loud. We were very quiet with our commentary, but it was fun, and it was funny, and she was a funny gal. To find out, when I got out the movie, I talked to the girl that I was next to, and she was with another young gentleman. I don't know if that was her boyfriend, brother, cousin, whatever. And she was, telling me, like, you're really cool, you're really funny, thank you for, like, chit-chatting with me, that was a really good movie. And I was like, yeah, it was really a good movie, I really enjoyed it. And then I went off to go to the restroom, and then come back. See, that's the same girl with the guy and some other people with Omar Epps. And it came to me slowly, just these two pieces fitting so perfectly, and I realized this girl is related to Omar Epps. That's why we were seated there. So I saw him kind of talking to some other fans and taking pictures, and I approached him respectfully, also telling him that I just watched House before I got there. And I got a picture with him. Very amazing moment. And I realized, like, slowly, I don't know if it was like before or after the picture happened, that I wish that I brought my Scream box set, the little flyer that I got signed by Matthew Lillard, so he could sign it, and if I could find Jamie Kennedy, for him to sign it too, because they were both in Scream. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anyway, I just thought that was a very interesting story, and I had fun telling Maja about it. I think she was more psyched about the meeting than I initially. I was just trying to play it off cool, like, yeah, I just met Omar Epps, whatever. But she's like, no, you met Omar Epps. You gotta tell people. And I'm like, I'll tell him later. And here we are. Here are we later. I'm here talking about my story of how I met Omar Epps. So that's my little story time from the Trick movie. And for all my Facebook friends, eventually you'll see all those pictures from my trip. But I just thought I'd throw that in there, and hopefully soon I will watch the next movie from night 2, which is The Wretched. So, in conclusion, I'll throw my little rating up of what I gave Trick. Like I said, it looks like, according at least to IMDb scores, I think even on Letterboxd scores, I rated it a little bit higher than most people, because I thought it was like a fun little horror mystery movie, and as long as I'm entertained, that's all I want. I try not to be too critical of certain movies, and I was just like, it did the job of what I wanted and what I expected, and I didn't really expect a lot because I didn't know a lot about the movie. Tell me what you guys think of Trick. If you've seen it before, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate that. I'll see you guys next time in another video, and hopefully I will be cranking out more Screamfest reviews, as well as some other content. Yep. Peace, guys!